You probably know that all applications are just instructions that we give to a computer. If those instructions are not in a natural language, like I'm speaking now, but instead in the JavaScript programming language, then our web browsers like Chrome or Firefox can understand the instructions, but the rest of our computer cannot. To run a JavaScript application on our computer, we need to install a little program called Node.JS. And they call this a runtime engine because this is what will run your JavaScript application. But all it does is read those JavaScript instructions and then runs them on your computer. To install that Node.js program, you can Google Node.js and go to the website nodejs.org. Up at the top there's a download page, and if this page only gives you one green button for download, just hit that download button. That means that your browser is smart enough to know what version you need. If not, you can go to the different versions if it's a drop down, and you don't want the one that says current. This means it has all the new features of Node.js, and some of them may not work well quite yet. You want the highest version that says LTS. That stands for long-term support, and that means that everything in that version works. And you want that version for your operating system, either Windows, Mac OS, or something else. But you can find that in your computer's About page. So download Node.js, and then once it's downloaded, double-click that installer file, go Next, and then you have to accept the terms of the license agreement. Just let it install the program wherever it wants to on your computer and click through Next or OK through all the slides till you can install it. This is going to take a little while. I'll fast forward. Once that's installed, you click Finish. To check whether Node.js installed correctly, you can go to your command line interface on the computer. For Mac OS, that is Terminal. For Windows, that is Command Prompt. On Windows, you can open it up with the keyboard shortcut, Windows key R. And then type in the command node space dash version, or you can just make version shorter with the V. Node space dash V and hit enter. If you get any version number come back, then you know Node is installed okay. To write a simple application that we can test with Node, you need a text editor. You can use something like Notepad here for simple projects. As you start coding though, you really need a text editor that is built for code specifically. My recommendation is something called VS Code. You can Google that, install that, open it up and write your first program in VS Code instead of Notepad here. In this application, we're going to give the instruction for the computer to say hello. Now, computer is too vague, so what we want to say hello is the console, that is the command line interface. So we type console.log. Log means to send a message, and then we create parentheses like this. If we want the computer or here the console to say something or log something, we need to tell it what to log. So we open up parentheses to tell it what to say, make quotation marks because this will be an exact quotation we want, and then we can say hi all. Save this file into a folder on your computer and save it as any file name you want. .js. .js stands for JavaScript, and you'll need to make the file type all, at least on Windows. Now open your command line interface back up and navigate that to whatever folder you saved that file into. On Windows, I navigate with the command cd for change directory. And once I'm in that folder, I type the command to run my application. That command starts with node. Node is me calling, hey Node, and Node says, what? I then say the name of the file I want it to read, the file with instructions in it. So once Node is listening with that first part, Node, go space, file name, and hit enter. And down below it obeys and says hi all.